I had a pretty interesting dream I want to share. I just took a nap. I was snoring. My dad used to snore so loud. Like, if it wasn't the circumcision or the chores or his like weird uncomfortable nature that made me want my parents to get divorced, it was definitely the snoring. He took up all night rattling the fucking house. I remember I used to be like, Mom, make him sleep on his side. Um, he was so loud. It's all you could hear all night. It was just the loudest rip, right? Um, and I was definitely just snoring. I remember thinking about it or hearing it. It's funny how your brain turns it off for you. Um, yeah. Anyway, I did have a pretty weird dream. So I just now got a vehicle, and maybe you dream. People have gone dreams or messages. I tend to think dreams are like your body getting out things you couldn't do. Um, so uh, I had a scooter that I was driving around, and I got invited to somebody's house, and I went there using a path through like a forest town, and I was telling them my war stories, or listening mostly. I don't really remember what was talked about, but I remember when it came time to me to go to the other place I was staying, which is a fictional place. A lot of my dreams are about things I'm worried about or huge problems that don't exist, right? Like, I would have way better dreams if I could know it was a dream. And I just can't know, so I have stress dreams. Um, so, yeah. But the interesting part was, it's like, I need to get home. Well, I needed help with navigation. And then, dream physics, how you can't do something you have to do. Um, So it was eventually I got them to show me where it was. And I remember the path. It went around a loop and went up. And then right here was the Golden Arches. And remember, it was like Golden Arches, like Asian-y, like Chinese. And I found that interesting. Like, here's the path you need to go to China, which models on TikTok. This Asian lady followed me on a couple accounts. But every time she followed me, it wouldn't update the time that she had followed me ago, but it would send me the notice again. So I don't feel like being the husband to an Asian child. No offense if that's you, but I don't feel like that. But maybe China needs me. I don't know. It was a weird dream. I was also sleeping next to my phone, which is Chinese. So maybe my phone is giving me mind control subliminals. It's possible. It's not outlandish. If you've never listened to subliminals before, they're pretty powerful. And not all subliminal makers are your friends. Some subliminal makers are like terrorists. They don't care if it hurts you. NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, is something pickup artists get into. It's basically the average person is run through a series of word commands and word scripting, and they can be hijacked. And you're so used to doing it, it's like you're slaves for a secret master race. So, yeah, but that was the dream, was had to get home and I had to go to the Golden Arches. I didn't go there. I woke up right after that, but it was like weirdly in your face. So maybe it's my phone. Maybe my phone was talking to me subconsciously, sending me electronic signals. Respect China. Douget was founded in Spain, which the Spanish royalty to me has been sus before. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. If Spain was secretly in league with the pedophiles, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Yeah, Brazil has that towering Jesus, and I just know that they've denied being circumcisers, but I think that's a lie. I just don't think they have good data collection. Same thing with Europe. I don't think they have good data collection. It's in the religion. If it's in the religion on every corner, I know they may say they don't do it or they made it illegal, but they probably still do. So my two favorite Oreos, birthday cake and mint. Um, The Post Malone Oreo is really good. It's a nice alt other to the Oreo ensemble. Yeah. Under the Golden Arches. It wasn't McDonald's. It was like those Asian wooden door passageways, those large wooden gates that they used in mysticism, like a wood jutsu trap seal. So it was interesting. And that was definitely home. I was like, oh yeah, I did drive from there. It was weird. Yeah, I wish I could understand what was said all, but I didn't say it, so maybe that is the subliminals. But yeah. The time when I used to have love and romance dreams was when I was a kid, like 12, 13. And the reason it's like a funny dream about writing is now that I have this vehicle, I'm probably going to sell my scooter. I don't really have room for it. It's kind of hard to get in and out. If I had bought the special van, there was a special van with a lift, I would have been able to drive my scooter on it and lift it and put it inside, which is super cool because it is really heavy. It's not easy to pick up. It's so big it damaged the back, right? So that's why they have these civilian illegal. You're not supposed to be able to drive it on the sidewalk because it could hurt somebody, but they don't really make roads in the place I'm in for that sort of stuff, so yeah. This was like mostly my opinion and very unhappy life. It's just like nothing I wanted to happen happened, and a lot of things I didn't want to happen happened, and maybe that was normal. Maybe, everyone before me died or grew old and died. So we're just cursed. It is a curse. The people of this planet are cursed. So, I think a lot of like popularity or people who seem popular are really people who paid publishers for their breeding rights. Like, what's his name? The Laws of Power guy, Robert Greene. Anyone, Edgar Allan Poe, Alan Nietzsche, or freaking Friedrich Nietzsche. Like a lot of these people who seem famous really just like paid a publisher to care about them. Or they supported circumcision. Like, what's his butt cutting a piece off his ear? Obviously, he's probably circumcised, and he fucking. A lot of people have denied being circumcised who were, right? So, yeah, I hate it. Creator's cruel. You guys eat animals all day. All the animals eat each other. Nobody cares about you. Yeah. The gods made this place to entertain themselves, not necessarily for the beings who were created. They made it to be fun for them. So, yeah, the I love yous of the Bible. What do they get for you believing in a slave? More circumcised people. It's really not good. So, yeah. My parents were disappointing. The mirror was disappointing. The government was disappointing. School was disappointing. It all sucks. Maybe one day you'll have objects and energy for free. Maybe one day you'll be able to fly around. Love sucked. Circumcision sucked. They don't tell you you'll be happy. They say, get used to suffering. So yeah, to go home, you gotta go to the Golden Arches. It was super Chinesey. And that was the place I had come from. Had to drive back. Hey, oh yeah, we drank. That's what it was. We had alcohol in the dream. I forgot about that. It was a shot of like this blue and other thing. Yeah, I had one drink. Haven't drank in a while. So dreams are ways for your body to get out what it couldn't do. I got to like a young man and I had never had love, right? I had never had a girlfriend that I liked. And so I'm having dreams about my soulmate because that was too late. Um, and then I'm having dreams of going to China, which I probably never will. Having dreams about drinking, which I'm not. So maybe the stress dreams mean I'm not stressed. I've been stressed before. I had times in my life that I had way more stress than this, and I'm in a relatively easy place right now. So I hope you developed optics and energy from nowhere. I'm really not happy with the way things are now. I guarantee in science you should go continue the micro level stuff, continue your energy physics, the quantum locking, all of that should have all the funding and attention, right? In holographic money, Devil's Crew would be like either the 333 allows you to explore the universe with your time, or the 666, the government position, is like enabling for that. The 666 are all the soldiers, police, military, fire, all the civil servants you need to do things. That's 666. And 666 can earn 999, but 666 can't earn civilian cash. 666 charging average people is not okay. That should not happen. Yeah, 333 can earn civilian, though. 333 can get a job and keep their free tier. So, um, yeah. The idea is that it's like the cost of an item in holographic money is like how hard it was to get the raw materials, how many people that took, and then how hard it was to put it together, how many people that took, and then each shipper, each person that has to help carry it to you adds to the cost. So, I mean, I just bought a pair of vehicle hoists. They hold 4,400 pounds. I bought them for $29. I'm sure holographic dollars wise, I mean, a good price for that might be like, I don't know, maybe the same, maybe a little more. Without a decimal, holographic money without a decimal would be 2,900. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope they're okay with having a senseless universe. No micro integers, you know. Would the human economies fall apart if most people weren't working all the time? Would you be able to do it if the people who worked were paid per action, right? You show up to do as much as you need to do to make bank for that day, or work all day as hard as you can, right? The Golden Arches dream was weird. The taking the shot of the blue stuff was weird. I didn't taste alcohol. It wasn't very alcohol-y. I've had experiences drinking alcohol that was like homemade, so it had no additives, and it didn't make me sick. I drank a whole bottle of moonshine and woke up the next day and had a great poop. One of the best poops I'd ever had. And uh, it didn't make me sick at all. But if you drink their store-bought alcohol, you'll start puking within a bottle. Like, they do not let you get, like, super alcoholized. I think they poison it. If the government would put blinders on a horse and lie about Jesus to circumcise you, would they poison you on purpose to control your behavior? So I don't have kids. I just don't trust them. They suck. The government's greedy. I get to breed only. That's what they did. And everyone has to live under that and provide for it. That's why I have no views, really. You don't want to hear that.